All right, chat. I'm not gonna lie. This one, I saw the title. Golf Cart changed it though. I guess it wasn't doing too well for him. But the title of this video was "Why the Burnt Peanut is a Recession Indicator." So I was like, we have to react to it on stream. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually kind of a crazy title. Obviously, it's different now and just says why everyone loves the burnt peanut. But you know, Golf Cart, you know, he has this good little documentary. So let's hear him out.
Over the past year, things have gotten weird. Household debt has hit a record high, inflation keeps climbing, the job market's tanking, and now we seem to be on the brink of World War III. But right in the middle of all of that, there's a cartoon peanut pulling some of the biggest streaming numbers the internet has ever seen.
He averages like 50 on Twitch and like 80 on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's bigger than Kai.
Now, the strange part is, the worse things seem to get, the bigger the burnt peanut becomes.
What? Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna get
So we obviously know like COVID, you know, and gave Twitch its like highest view numbers because everybody was inside. So that's kind of why I clicked on this, because I was like, he's probably gonna make some good points. Golf Cart, I will say, on the phase video was
finance heavy for
that was
a second
interesting.
here, but stick with me. A recession is what happens when the economy takes a serious nosedive and stays down. And when that happens, people change. What they buy changes, what they watch changes, their behavior in general can hit a total 180.
Exactly.
There's a theory called the lipstick index. It suggests that when money gets tight, people stop buying designer purses, but they'll still grab a nice bottle of lipstick. It's small, it's affordable, and for a moment, it makes you feel like things are normal.
That's
So
interesting.
Why does that matter here? Well, because the burnt peanut is kind of like the lipstick. Not as some cheaper version of anything, but as something people turn to when everything else starts to become exhausting.
I honestly think that the burnt peanut has brought to Twitch something it's
I recognize that dude.
There was a hole in streaming that no one really recognized. Well,
Yo,
except
Kyle, XQC Jinxie, MMG.
This stupid little peanut.
almost overnight, this cult-like following had formed.
You love him, I love him.
It was really quick
Peanut
too.
realized something about gaming.
Video games are not supposed to
But like people were saying he was viewed by it. No, it was just literally the entire internet just like watching him.
Off. If you're not having fun, get off.
And decided he wanted to fix
It was like Ninja with
Never
Fortnite.
had more fun in a video game than Halo 3 multiplayer.
If you grew up with an Xbox 360, you already know exactly what Peanut was talking about here. Back then, gaming was more about having fun than anything else. You'd boot up Halo 3 on a Saturday morning, and you and your
times.
brother would spend hours in split screen. But things started to shift. Ranked game modes began to climb in popularity. Lobbies got sweatier, and then Fortnite showed up and kind of just changed everything.
Fortnite changed everything,
Epic Games
bro.
started rolling out cash cups, weekly tournaments that literally anyone could enter.
Like the existence of making money off of tournaments in video games was like the start of people playing games only competitively. I'm literally one of those people. I only can play a video game if I want to play it competitively. Like I'm streaming off this computer, but I have a computer I got specifically so I could play Fortnite and FNCS, which we did. The stupid rules changed and I stopped playing. But like 2K, I play competitively. Madden, I'm really good at it. MLB, I'm trying to get better at it. But like every game I play, it has to, like, in my brain, I just have to be good at it. But that's kind of where it is stemmed from, was with like Fortnite Cash Cups, games making it more, like it was more important to try and be a ranked player and try and, you know, make money to a lot of people.
With real cash prizes. You and your friends could theoretically win hundreds of dollars from your own bedroom without ever wagering $1.
Yeah.
That had never really existed before, and it pulled gaming culture in a new direction.
And it just changed
Suddenly,
it,
tryhard
yeah,
was the only way to
a
play.
bunch.
If you weren't cranking 90s the second you landed, some kid with 10,000 hours in mommy's credit card was putting you in a clip.
You're so dog, buddy.
Clicks himself.
And if that sounds familiar, it should, because the same thing was happening everywhere else.
If you are living paycheck to paycheck,
Paycheck to
don't
paycheck.
worry, you're not alone.
Throughout the 2010s, the job market got more competitive. Social media had everyone comparing themselves.
iFunny.
to
Who remembers
people.
iFunny,
Hustle
bro?
culture showed up and swallowed everything whole. And now that one place that used to ask nothing of you, the place you went to specifically to turn your brain off, was asking you to perform too.
Why do I only play Zerbil? Because I don't have to sweat my absolute balls off.
But here's
And
the
that's
thing.
Ninja when he was, because it's so far, like Fortnite is a great example of where it went too far, where if you're not a pro, like, I don't know, but it's like I like those environments. I don't know, it's weird because it's like I want to play games competitively, but games are supposed to be a pastime, and that's why so many people are against online games and they just play single player games because the online games have gotten too difficult.
It didn't just change how people played, it changed what they watched too. High-skill gameplay became the content. The crazier the clip, the more it blew up. Now, when Peanut first started streaming in early 2022, that was still the blue.
Because he's been streaming. It's not like he's new.
When I first started streaming, I copied everyone else. I was like, okay, what these guys are doing, first off, they're being the best.
At the time, he was still known online as TheBurntPeanut, but the character didn't exist yet. He was still trying to copy the guys at the top. With the face cam on, gameplay front and center, focused on being good at the game. On paper, he was doing everything right.
Why are you blurring it? Does he not like his face being shown anymore?
And honestly, the fact that it didn't is really what makes this story interesting, because it forced Peanut to get creative. So I mentioned earlier that the job market has gotten more competitive. I mean, between AI taking jobs and the fact that
we got some videos on the channel about AI. I mean, go sub to the YouTube. I mean, where's the card at? Let's see if I can do this right. The card should be right here. So I think you should click that one later if you just because I did that, but
you actually like is tough. Here's the thing though, you don't have to wait for your dream job to just magically appear. You can build it on WAP. WAP is hands down the best platform to start your.
WAP is pretty cool, but we're gonna skip it for the.
Job you hate is sitting on an idea because you didn't know how to handle the business side of things. This is your sign. Go to WAP.com to start your business today.
Time in.
By early 2024, Peanut had been at it long enough to know that the playbook wasn't going to work for him.
Yeah.
So he threw the whole thing out and started over. Peanut
but that's what you have to do. You have to find your own way. You can't copy other people. They're not going to watch you.
Facecams have been the default for
You're going to watch the person you're copying.
Realize there's something about an animated character that just hits a little different. Think of like Baby Yoda. Characters like that have a certain kind of universal appeal that a webcam just can't.
It helps for branding too.
Blender built a character from scratch, a Peanut, fully 3D rigged to track his face in real time.
Did you already have the tech available to even do that?
No, I learned everything on hand as I went. Blender, I learned all by myself. I tell you, oh my God, Blender has pissed me off so much. I'll sit there and I have that fire hat that has fire on the top. That should be 8 hours. 8 hours of sitting there and just trying to work how fire.
That's funny.
I almost punched a hole in my wall. But after 8 hours, you figure it out and then you can use it forever.
Yeah.
The Peanut became the face of the whole operation. But here's what made it work. You could still see his actual eyes and mouth. It gave him a way to show genuine personality that most VTuber avatars just don't have.
Let me see if I can lure him in.
I remember when they were just saying he wasn't a VTuber because he was a peanut.
Like a moth.
Bro.
Peanut's goal with this new direction went beyond just the character. He stopped trying to be the best player in the lobby.
Just try to be entertaining.
Gotcha!
The goal wasn't to impress people anymore. It was to have fun.
Yeah. Which you gotta appreciate people that just try and have fun.
Used to have before everything got so competitive.
And I think that's where why Arc Raiders did so good, because it's a game you don't have to win.
Calling each other fat and you've beaten the shit out of each other in the game. That's what I try to bring back. I want my bungalovers to sit there and feel like I'm on the couch with them and we're just having fun. We're just hanging out. They're my boys. And I just think it's more fun that way. That's what I would want to watch.
Yeah.
That's why I do what I do.
And that's fair.
This new character in
it's your own opinion.
2024, he averaged just 6 viewers. 6.
Which is still good. That's the top 1% of Twitch. 6 viewers is by far top 1% of Twitch. Sounds crazy, but
he stuck to a schedule, refined the character,
top 5%
outfits and virtual sets, basically building out the world around the Peanut piece by piece. And slowly people started to show up.
Every day I'd hop on and there'd be more bungalovers. I hop on the next day, there'd be more bungalovers.
By the end of 2024, he was averaging nearly 1,200 views.
Anyone? I wonder if he's
its own is already a massive jump.
He should mention QT's show.
About to happen, it was nothing.
You haven't heard of the burnt peanut yet? What's burnt peanut? Burnt peanut?
I wonder, is this before
Peanut, who has been everywhere lately?
You know the burnt peanut?
The burnt peanut.
The burnt peanut.
Who's my favorite streamer right now? The burnt peanut.
Is this before QT's award show?
The burnt peanut is
okay. So this is that's QT's thing in the background. So people are voting and they're seeing okay.
That I am hearing
getting the time
right.
I honestly think that the Burnt Peanut has brought to Twitch something it's never had.
I can't help not to watch the Burnt Peanut. He's all over my feed.
Most popular streamer currently in the world.
The Burnt Peanut. Literal peanut, with a face.
There's right now a guy named the Burnt Peanut. He's dressed like a peanut. He looks like a peanut. He have more voice than CNN.
So how does that happen? It was really a few things coming together at the right time. Let's go back to the lipstick example from earlier.
Let's make it make more
University of
sense.
Michigan has been running a
Hey,
survey
you
for decades that measures how
like that
optimistic
university.
consumers feel about their personal finances and the broader economy. The scale runs from 50 to 100. 100 means life is good, money's flowing, we're buying the designer bags. 50 means the opposite. No extra cash, tough times, the lipstick side of the spectrum. In early 2025, that consumer index sat at 71.7.
Look at 2022.
Not amazing, but
This is so dumb. I graduated in 2022. Like, look where it's headed now. Where I'm graduating in 2026. I'm done. I'm done.
So the University of Michigan takes
life can never be good when I'm graduating somewhere, bro.
is going every month, and the initial reading for November is not good at all.
By November 2025, it had fallen all the way down to 51.0. Your average American was staring down damn near rock bottom conditions.
Oh,
now,
man.
lay Peanut's average viewership over that same timeline. Month by month, you'll notice something. In November, the exact month the consumer index bottoms out, Peanut's viewership hits an all-time high.
I didn't know his.
I really think the state of the world
Is
plays
that
a
his
massive
viewership
role
in the
that
back?
spike.
I didn't know
I'll
that
speak for
was.
myself here,
I didn't know
but
he was
it
doing
feels like
that good
recently I
before he
can
won
work
the
harder than I
award.
ever have, and still feel like I'm falling a step behind. I mean, my rent keeps going up, groceries keep going up,
Yeah.
insurance keeps going up. Everything's more expensive, and to be honest, it's kind of exhausting. The last thing I want to do after working some ungodly hours is get on COD and get absolutely railed by some sweat.
COD was so sweaty this year, but I will say I enjoyed it. Shout out to Drew Bonsai. If you guys are watching this, y'all my boys. I hope y'all are watching the live channel or watching the stream. But yeah, I had a lot of fun on COD because, like I said, I like playing competitive. So
and countless hours actually.
it was
grinding.
good this year, but it was sweaty.
Has felt pretty stale for a minute now, which is where the next piece of the puzzle comes in.
Arc
Raiders
Raiders.
released in October of 2025
Oh
and
man.
did it in a big way. Over 264,000 people jumped in within the first 2 days.
Here we're
alone,
calling it
and
the
that
next
number kept climbing.
Fortnite.
By the end of November, over 481,000 players across all platforms were logging in daily. So the question is why? What made this game stick out
So
when so many
special.
others had failed? Well, because it worked for more than one type of player. The tryhards were still there, loading in to kill other players or
Tifu.
find the most efficient way to get the best loot. But the game wasn't built around killing players. The main goal
It was
to find
about
the most
getting
valuable
loot,
stuff you could get
right?
and get out.
Yeah.
That meant if you just wanted to run around with your friends and have a good time, you could do that. And that unlocked
I
something
never
that
really
multiple
understood the
other games had quietly
extraction
killed over the
shooter
years. The
genre,
ability to
though.
just hang out, to mess around, to die laughing instead of dying frustrated.
Arc Raiders kind of made it so
It's in the tap man.
casual players can understand extraction shooters very easily.
Yeah.
The game gave casual players a reason to show up and a reason to stay. That fit Peanut's mold
That's
to a T.
this
He
was
was
so
at
good.
games,
That's
but he
why
wasn't
Arc
trying to
Raiders
be
is such a
best.
good game.
Instead, he focused on making genuine moments with his community. And in November 2025, he pulled off what is probably his biggest community moment ever. Not just his community, though. The streaming community as a whole.
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta let me live, man. You don't need to do this. Just walk me like a
Oh,
dog to the
man.
extract. Come on, let's go.
No! Bungulators.
No!
What started as a bit, a call out, a couple of tweets, turned into an all-out war.
Ready yourselves, Bungulators! Huntinous Legion are upon us! They will hold nothing back, but neither will we! Give them nothing but take!
This is I just said it earlier, bro. Like the people that are the most creative will always
Streamers take
succeed.
sides their communities follow, and
Sometimes
eventually
a lot of
they'll take
there's a
it.
lot of creative people that never get to shine. So you gotta take every opportunity you get. But a lot of the times, the most successful people are the creative people that figure out their own way.
Life of its own.
Boys, Hunter Zombie is in the northeast! Get him!
That's why it's so fire. He like learned Blender himself and all that stuff, and he has its own like thing with like the peanut, you know. And then Arc Raiders itself helped, you know?
I want my get back.
This one's for the Bungulators. Yeah.
At the height of the war, Peanut's peak concurrent viewership hit nearly
It was really
100,000,
high.
and only 3
Yeah.
months later, he was the most watched streamer on all of Twitch, beating out Jinxie, XQC, and countless other names that had dominated the platform for years.
I think that Peanut was like the biggest thing that probably could have ever happened to like the streaming and gaming world.
I agree.
I don't know about that because we have Ninja, and we have the entire. No, never mind. That's another rant. That's another rant, but that's incorrect. Peanut, he had a really like big peak, but no, not bigger than
He's
Ninja.
changed people's outlooks on video games and just
No, I disagree.
Right.
streaming in general. and I think he's helped a ton of streamers.
The only reason the Outlook you could even say that is because the gaming people from 2K, like Aiden Ross and them, revolutionized and created just chatting in IRL, like with Ice Poseidon helping with IRL. But like Ninja been put gaming on the map for streaming like almost a decade ago. No, I disagree. I disagree with that take. For sure, I disagree with that.
Let's have fun again, you know? Like, that's what was
Yeah,
missing.
I mean,
No, the current state of the world.
that's
and
not
operator
revolutionizing
definitely
it,
created
though.
The perfect stage for Peanut to shine. But we've seen it a million times, where someone's the face of the internet one day and gone the next. Peanut,
Charlie
however,
D'Amelio.
has continued to evolve since he first popped off. He's built a deeper connection with his fan base.
That's
while
so
remain-
crazy too with TikTok. I'm a full cam every time I rant now. But Charlie D'Amelio, Kami, I think Kami he sold his like likeness or something, and then like Bella Porsche, all those people they have like 100 mil on a platform, and you rarely see them on that platform. That's why TikTok's algorithm's so interesting.
Remaining one of the biggest streamers in the world.
It's not a surprise. It's no just accident that Burnt Peanut has literally 40 to 50,000.
Yeah, and he wasn't view
Let
botting
me
it.
repeat that.
It's 40 to 50,000 people.
50,000.
Yeah.
I think there are three things that really separate him from the rest of the crowd. The first is the avatar itself, not as a gimmick, but as a design decision that removes something most streamers don't even realize they're doing. When you watch a regular streamer, you're always aware you're watching a person. A real face on a screen means you're comparing, consciously or not. Are they attractive? Do they seem confident? How much does that chain cost? Why am I not on their level? All of that runs in the background whether you want it to or not. It's the same mechanism that makes Instagram.
Why did he like choose good
Everyone is posting
examples?
about
Why
the
did the
picture
editor
of
choose
life,
great
and you're stuck
examples
measuring yourself against another
to
person.
like explain what he was
Removes all
saying?
that. There's no face to compare yourself to, nothing tangible you can't afford, just a voice and a character in a game.
Yeah.
The second thing is that he's genuinely average at most games, and doesn't pretend to be otherwise. He dies, he makes bad calls, he laughs about it.
I've done all I can do.
In a world that had spent the better part of a decade,
A lot of the like
watching skills
casuals
the
and
thing
people
worth
can relate.
watching, here was a guy who was having fun
Relatability is
in
really
spite of
good.
losing, and making everyone watching feel like they're allowed to do the same. The
Yeah.
third thing is the consistency. In January of 2024, he had 6 viewers.
He was
In
already
January,
consistent.
February, slightly more. At a schedule that averaged over 150 hours per month, he just kept going. And when everything finally exploded and the industry started paying attention, he said something in an interview that kind of stuck with me.
Okay.
Has it hit you yet? Not really. I don't really do anything different. I mean, I still DoorDash the Big Macs. I drive a $900 box. I mean, that thing's gonna explode any day, I'm telling you. I don't know. I just, like, every day I hop on the stream, it's the same room, it's the same
Which is the
guys.
same thing
I'm
for
not sitting there
Queso,
like,
which is
you know?
I hope Golf Cart. I don't know if Golf Cart has made it like a documentary on Queso, but like I remember Queso when he first started on 2K, making 3 TikToks a day. He was doing that for a month before he got like he was getting traction. He was getting like millions of views, but he kept doing that. Like Queso's another one of those dudes where he was just relatable. He was just like he was making like videos as a center. Like, don't y'all hate when y'all's guards like pass the ball all the way up the court and they turn it over and stuff like that? It's just like he was just making relatable 2K stuff, kept branching from that, but it was the consistency, the relatability that put him to where he is today. He can go live. I don't think he's gone live tonight yet, but like he'll go live, get 50,000 viewers just because 50,000 people can relate to him. So they just watch him do whatever, you know, he can play whatever game he wants. I think he reacts on stream. I don't know. But yeah, like it's crazy how much relatability can send you that way. But we also have the people that, and watch the premium branding video that we reacted to, but it all just makes sense. I don't want to like rant and then get called an idiot in the comments. So we're just gonna go back to the video.
This big streamer now, it really doesn't feel like that. Like, it feels just like I'm at home. It's just like
Yeah.
it's everything I do.
Yeah.
So nothing really changed all that much.
Here's the thing I keep coming back to. Halo 3
Halo
launched in
3.
September 2007. 2 months later, the housing market started to collapse. The financial crisis that defined a generation was beginning, and millions of people were about to lose their jobs, their homes, their sense of stability.
Yeah.
And in the middle of all that, those couch sessions Peanut talks about became load-bearing, the escape valve, the place where you could close the door on everything falling apart outside and just play. The lipstick for this moment wasn't a product, it wasn't a trend, it was a cartoon Peanut playing
I still don't
arcades
understand the
midnight and
lipstick
laughing every
index
time he died.
example though.
The economist in you wants a cleaner explanation, but I think the honest one is simpler. People were tired, they found somewhere to rest, and it just so happened to look like a cartoon peanut.
Good video.
If you've made it this far in the video, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, like the video.
Good video. I'm not gonna lie. I like his like documentaries. I like the explanation. Like I said, I don't understand the lipstick index example. I kind of understand what he's saying with the burnt peanut. I disagree with that one podcast clip. Yeah, Ninja definitely kept gaming. Like nobody is telling you to go be Kai Cenat and say Ronaldo and Lacey. Nobody's telling you to do that. You can desktop. You're just not gonna get like all the TikTok IRL people. But you know, burnt peanut, you know, had 40, 50K just watching them be average at a video game. But with that being said, W video. Make sure to follow the Twitch StoryofMike with 2 eyes. Make sure to sub to this channel. Let's get this channel to 100 subs real quick, please. Like I've been uploading consistently since, you know, February. I'm glad to be back. It is April 3rd. So let's see where we are at the end of this month. But I'm rambling on. Peace. I'll see you guys later.